Everybody, Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable. Yes, what you heard, that's what we're doing today. So the long-awaited video, at least for me, I've been wanting to do this for a while. Similarly to my last one, if you saw my last video, that is unreal, mind-blowing experience I had with Amazon and trying to order a particular album. Go check it out if you haven't, if you want to. If you're new, thanks for dropping by. I hope you find something you dig and you'll stick around. If you're returning, much appreciate your patience. I've kind of been MIA recently. Just stuff happening that I don't. The priority of making videos, at least those beyond the short videos I like to post, has been minimal. I don't just not motivated to do it. I've got other stuff happening, but I am back today for, like I say, a video I've been wanting to do for a while. I've had other viewers of my channel ask me about this because I've mentioned it before. And I tried doing a video before, but the item I received was damaged. So I'll show you a clip of that here. But as years have gone by, I've learned to appreciate these guys much more, and I really dig. I've always had the first three. So I had Out of the Cellar, I had Invasion of Privacy, and I had Dancing Undercover. I mean, those ones I had already on cassette. Never had them on vinyl. I do have Out of the Cellar on vinyl now. And I have their EP on vinyl as well. But now I finally got this. I actually ordered this. I got it for Christmas. So I originally filmed a video back in January or February opening this. But when I opened it, there was some damage and whatnot. You'll see it as I alluded to. So I packed it all up and I sent it back, and I thought I'd wait until I had a good one. I did receive this months and months ago. Just haven't had the time to unbox it. So let's do it. We'll get to it. We'll do a cheers. Everybody, hope you're having it's a long weekend in the States, Memorial Day weekend. Hope you're all enjoying it. My buddy's down there in the US. I hope you enjoy it. So let's see what's in this thing. For those who have not seen it, as I alluded to, I'll bring it in close there. You can see, I guess I can show you that hype sticker after I unpack it. But yeah, of course, the classic lineup was the lineup from basically through all these recording years. Stephen Percy on vocals, and Warren DeMartini on guitar, who, as years went on, he kind of took over more of the lead guitar roles. And of course, the late Robin Crosby passed away in 2002. Another victim of the drugs, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. He died of a heroin overdose, for those who don't know. And coming up on 22 years, June of 2002, passed away. So there we go. We got the wrapper off there. There's the hype sticker. When I saw this, it was one of the few box sets I really wanted. I want that Wasp one. I would really like to get that Dio one as well. So this is on the back when you open it up. And it shows you the items that are enclosed. So let me put my cheaters on. First up, yes, Out of the Cellar, Invasion of Your Privacy, Dancing Undercover, Reach for the Sky, Detonator. Those two albums I never really heard until much, much later. And I don't do rankings of these albums, but I'm going to mention right now, I'll leave a link to Aaron Musa Alamir's channel. He did his ranking of the first three albums. And it's a really in-depth one. It was a response to David over at Garage Geek, and I really loved that video. I corresponded with Aaron, and he gave me his blessings to share that with you all. So I hope you'll go check it out. It's a really good one. And Aaron is such a passionate dude. This is his wheelhouse for sure. Ratt and Kiss and the hair metal of the 80s and 90s even. I don't know anybody who is just does a better job articulating, and great collection anyway. I digress. So on the back, it's got the display of that, and then it says, first ever collection of Ratt's gold and platinum Atlantic years on LP. All 5 albums on 180-gram black vinyl. Includes a rare 7-inch of 91's Nobody Rides for Free. I don't think I've ever heard that, so that's interesting. 16-page replica tour book with never before seen behind-the-scenes photos from Ratt's personal archives, and includes exclusive poster, bumper sticker, backstage pass, and a guitar pick. So there you go. So that's the first thing. that I open up to once I get that open. And there's the back. Really nice. It's a nice box. This one is actually in really good shape. The first one, as you'll have seen, just had a big dent in the outer box, and there was some slight damage inside to some of the records, the outer sleeves. So you open it up, very nice, solid too, like good heavy duty box. I really appreciate that. I mean, what you pay for these things. Okay, so at the very top is your backstage pass here. Ratt, Invasion of Your Privacy World Tour 85-86, access all areas. So that's right at the top here, along with the promised guitar pick, Ratt&Roll. And of course, remember these pins we would have on our uniforms, our leather and our denim jackets, vests, had these badges on them. Those who were there, you'll know, you can relate. And there's the bumper sticker. That will never see a bumper. Not during my watch, anyway. And there's the poster. So it's all in really good shape. This is much better than the one I received previously, which I'm happy about, because I wouldn't even be able to send it back at this juncture. I've had it so long. So yeah, Robin Crosby, Stephen Percy, Warren DeMartini, Juan Crochet, Bobby Blotzer. And one of the things I think that is I don't know if it's underappreciated with Ratt fans, but maybe just rock fans, hard rock music fans. That's a great rhythm section. I mean, really. I mean, no, Bobby Blotzer's not doing any groundbreaking stuff, and I won't get into all the bullshit that surrounds the band. And Juan Crochet, he was actually a member of Dokken, or Dokken, whatever you want to say. He was on their first EP and their first full-length album there, Breaking the Chains. I forget what the EP was, just talking. And he was with both bands for a period of time during that, and was actually a huge contributor to Ratt. He wrote some of their best songs and did distinctive backing vocals with Ratt. So that's pretty cool. And then the booklet. The first thing up on top here after those items is a nice booklet here, On the Road and Behind the Scenes. This is really cool. So it's got a lot of photos of the band during that period, their heyday. This is what this box set is all about. With their gold records, platinum records, and they were huge. Like I say, I wasn't the biggest Ratt fan at the time, but as years went on, I appreciated them more and more. I did like Out of the Cellar, the deep tracks more so than the Round and Round. Of course, just suffered from being played way too much. Everywhere you would go, it was on. But that probably is my favorite Ratt album, Out of the Cellar, that first one. Although, probably that opening riff for Lay It Down, man, oh man, to this day, it's one of those songs. I never get tired of hearing that opening riff. Really cool. And that's why you heard it here. So, and there's the single, the Nobody Rides for Free. Seven-inch single. I'm sure it's probably just, well, it's two-sided. Looks two-sided anyway, yeah, two-sided. Says there's only one track on there. Nobody Rides for Free, yeah. And so this is taken from the motion picture Breakpoint, or Point Break from '91. I remember that one. That's, I think it was Keanu Reeves was in that, and who's the other dude? I think Swayze was in that. He passed away. I'm not a big film aficionado. I don't know a lot of those. I don't even follow a lot of musicians' career outside of what they do in the band. I'm not that type of a music fan or a pop culture fan. Don't really care much about it. But I do remember that movie. I remember liking that movie. I think that was the one where there were bank robbers and wearing the president's masks, right? So I told you already, that's the back of the box. We'll pop out the records here. Easier said than done. Okay, and that's the inside of the box. Nice. Very nice, very nice. So these are the things that I've said it before. The things that you can only get when you buy vinyl wax. I mean, CDs are great and sound quality and some levels. I mean, depending on your budget, and of course, everybody's opinion is valid. Whatever, but you can't compete with what the vinyl box sets and the individual records can provide for your dollar value with the sleeves and the inner artwork and all that stuff. But anyway, I digress. So the way it is in the box, it starts off at the top with their most recent and goes back to their first. So I'll start that way. And the first one is the last one from 1990, Detonator. Unfortunately, this tour, that when they kicked off this tour over in Japan, at the end of that tour in February of '91, would be the last time that Robin Crosby would ever play with Ratt. And of course, as I mentioned, he passed away in 2002. This is the last time he ever performed with them or recorded with them. So inside there, you have this inner sleeve that says Ratt Detonator. I don't know if it's on the original Atlantic label. We'll see. No, it's not. It's a custom label. So it's got the album art on the label as well. And I would imagine they're all like that. Trying to remember when I unboxed the last one. I think, yes, that was the case. They were all like that. Like I say, that's back in January or February. And then, of course, it's Reach for the Sky. This is 1988. Oh, this one's different. So it does have some artwork on there. And I never had these on vinyl, so maybe this is a replica of the original, the way they appeared. Maybe if you do know, let me know in the comments. I bet you Aaron knows. Like I say, this is right up his alley. As well as, I think, what's his name? Craig. Craig is a relatively new channel, but he was right into that scene. We've related a couple times about this music back in the day. What's the name of Craig's channel? Spirit of Vinyl. And he was one of the guys that mentioned that he would look forward to this unboxing. I don't know if he was intending to maybe purchase this or just wanted to see it, but here you go, Craig. I just was actually checking out his channel. He's doing a video of female artists. Yeah, they need a good dusting, and I usually clean my new vinyl anyway. Maybe that's a little excessive to some, but I'll give them a bath and wipe them up, let them dry before I play them. Just because there's always little pieces of paper and little particles on here from, it's just, hey, dust in the air, everything, packaging. Did I show you the back of that? That's the back of the Reach for the Sky album. And then I'll get into the ones that I am familiar with, at least the ones I had on cassette, as I alluded to. So Dancing Undercover, this was 1986, would have been the last one I owned, so I am at least more familiar with this one. They're all in really good shape. That's good to see. I mean, even the spines and everything are, sometimes you get these and they ship the record inside. Unfortunately, it has that tendency to split these spines. That's a pet peeve of mine. If it happens, sometimes I will send them back. Sometimes I'll just say piss on it. I can't be bothered. As long as the medium, the vinyl is in good shape. I'm not that kind of collector that is too concerned about the jackets and whatnot. It's important, but it's not the be all end all for sure. So that one I recall quite well. Listen to that one quite often. The first two for sure would have been fun way more than this one. Although I do like this one. But yeah, this here one, that riff, Lay It Down. Like, my God, it's just a fantastic. These first two albums are pretty high up in the realm of, well, just in my wheelhouse anyway. They started to experiment a little bit. In fact, I think kind of, you could argue they kind of went a little bit thrashy after, and I don't mean thrash as in Megadeth, that type of thrash, Anthrax. It's just a thrasher sound than their first couple albums were, that early American metal sound. Call it what you will. I don't recall anybody back in the day calling it hair metal. It just wasn't a term that existed. Glam metal, sure, that was kind of an offshoot of the glam rock from the '70s and stuff. So that term never really. I heard that term. I mean, that was a common term, glam metal. It's just referring to the way they dressed and was very, like you say, very much like the early '70s, mid '70s glam rock of bands like Sweet and stuff like that, right? So, and then there's their debut, Out of the Cellar. So yeah, this was my introduction to Rat, and like I say, I did really like this one, but it wouldn't have been on the same level as of the likes of Motley Crue and Wasp and Maiden and Priest and those other bands that I was into, the Y&T and AC/DC, of course. Like that was stuff that I was more drawn to, more in my wheelhouse, and so that inner jacket is fairly basic. And then it's got the album artwork on the label again, as the other ones did as well. So if I keep this going too much longer, it's going to be a hell of a long video. So I think I'll wrap it and just say thank you all for sticking around. I mean, I know I've been a bit of a hiatus, and it's self-imposed. I just have other things going on, so it's not like I miss YouTube or I miss the vinyl community, because I still try to catch some of my other favorite channels videos and just the things I'm interested in, right? This is what I do this for, is I'm interested in expanding what I may know about music or what I have in my collection. um, and I've met some really cool people, online, like in the vinyl community. And I'm a fairly solitary dude, so I don't maybe I don't miss people the same way others do, I don't know, but whatever. I'll leave it at that. I do want to end this with a couple of shout outs, and I alluded to a couple of them already at the beginning of my video, or towards the beginning of my video. Craig at the Spirit of Vinyl, I've been watching some of his videos. He's relatively new, so go over and give Craig a sub. Check out his stuff. Uh, got some great artists in his collection, some great vinyl. Daryl, the northern vinyl guy. He's up in northern Ontario, my neighboring province, and like way the hell up in northern Ontario. And he's been showing some good stuff. And again, another guy that doesn't have very many subs. Go check him out, sub him up. And of course, Brett over at Headbangers Closet. Brett and I have corresponded back and forth on many occasions. We are right in the very similar wheelhouse of music, what we enjoy. So I really relate to Brett and his videos, and his experience, and of course, especially our love for Metallica. Although he's definitely got one up on me in that regard. But I knew them first. Just kidding, buddy. And Aaron, of course, Aaron Musa Alamir. I mean, there's a lot of shout outs I could always give out here, but check out, I'm going to attach a link to his ranking of those first three Rat albums as a response to David over at Garage Geek. There's so many channels. So it's futile to try and keep up. I can't. It's not possible. But I do enjoy. It's almost like putting on a record that you haven't heard for a long time. You go to somebody's channel, you haven't been there for a while. It's like, yeah, man, like this is why I dig this guy or this person. I dig their channel, right? It's just something that you like about it. I'm not going to like everybody's channel, but that doesn't mean you can't like them. Give them a thumbs up. Um, you're not making a lifelong commitment to them, as far as I'm concerned. And it doesn't cost anything to sub and just be kind. It's hard enough to find that in this crazy world. So I'll get off my rant now, and again say that I appreciate you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I intend to do at least one or two more videos this weekend, and I swear I don't think I'm going to participate in another thread anytime soon, because I'm still having to finish that alphabet thread. I want to do that, and that's probably what I'll work on next, among other things. But I'll leave it at that. Thanks again, everybody. Good to be back. And if I've seemed a little rusty, I hope it's understandable. And Brian over at the Bearded Italian, we've been corresponding. Another great dude. But yeah, that's enough. Ciao for now. Enjoy the rest of your day. And all my U.S. friends, enjoy the Memorial Day weekend. All the best to you and your families, loved ones. Take care, everyone. We'll hope to see you again soon here at Twanger's Turntable. Cheers, everybody. Bye.